So do you want to see my current top 5 favorite foundations? Sounds interesting? Keep on watching. Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Akshata. I make beauty, makeup and skincare related contents. So today in this video, I'm going to show you my current top 5 favorite foundations. Yes, I'm going to show you each of those foundations one by one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to also share what shade I am in that particular foundation, and also I'll talk briefly about each of the foundation to make sure that if in future you want to purchase any of those foundation, you have an idea how that particular foundation fares on me and it's going to help you out to make your mind about that in future. So yes, after you're done watching this video guys, do not forget to follow me in my other social medias. I have already put the links down below because I put fun stuffs over there. You can head over there by clicking on those links and show some love and follow me over there. And also do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already by clicking on the red subscribe button which is down below and make that button gray, and there will be a bell icon. Click over there and select all to make sure you get all the notifications every time I upload a video like this. And also give this video a big thumbs up to show your love, and also you can comment down below what are your feedbacks about my channel in general or about this particular video after you're done watching it. And if you have any future suggestion for my videos, you can also let me know that in the comments. I would love to know that, and I would love to make that video for you in future as well. So yes, that's enough for me blabbering. Now quickly let's get into the foundations. So the very first foundation that I have over here is, I'll show you the foundation without any particular order because these 5 are actually my current favorite, but I'll not rank them 1 to 5 like that. It's just these 5 are, you can assume that these 5 are almost at the same place in my heart. That's the reason I love all these 5 equally at this moment. Yeah. So let me first come to our very first foundation that I am currently loving of lately. That is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation in the shade F10. So yeah, let me talk a little bit about this foundation. You can see this foundation comes in a frosted glass bottle and it is pretty heavy. If you put it in your vanity, it actually looks very luxurious. You will not feel that you have bought a drugstore foundation, that too if you are on a budget. It will actually look like a luxury product because how it actually looks, you can see it actually looks very, very luxurious, and I really love how it looks. But it's not about how it looks, it's about how it performs. Let me come to that point. First, let me show you what is the applicator like. You can see it is a giant doe foot applicator. Normally this kind of applicator you get in your concealers, and yes, they have their, in this particular line they have their Conceal and Define concealer as well. It is absolutely almost the same packaging. It is just not frosted glass, it's a normal glass packaging, and the very same packaging they have copied over here in their foundation as well in the same range. And I actually don't mind using the doe foot. There are actually a few people who where I have seen are complaining about they including a doe foot instead of a pump. But I think that's a nice thing to do because we have had pumps. We are actually seeing foundations coming up with pumps, and actually that is hygienic, I must say. But this foundation as well, you don't put it directly on your face. Like how I like to use it, I take out the spatula and whatever the product is there, not actually spatula, the doe foot applicator, I put it on my hand over just like that, and then I dot it across my face, so it is not touching my face again and again, and the bacteria buildup is not happening. Because if you wash your hand and if you sanitize this properly and before you apply your makeup and you are maintaining the normal hygiene, I don't think it's going to make any bacteria buildup on your face or anything like that. So, and let's come to our this particular foundation's coverage. Oh my god, the coverage is actually insane. I will tell you, it is more than medium and it's almost high full coverage. and obviously not in one go, you will not get the full coverage, not in one layer, but you can layer it up, yes, but I will suggest you not to layer up. And not actually about this foundation, I will suggest you not to layer up any of the foundation more than 2 layers, because I think after you do that, if you do that, after that what happens is your face tends to look very cakey. So yeah, this particular foundation actually gives a very comfortable matte finish. And if you have dry skin, girls, and if you love wearing matte foundation, it's absolutely fine, but make sure you apply your moisturizer and you prep your skin well before you go ahead and go ahead with this particular foundation, because it actually is matte and it's also full coverage, almost full coverage, right? So actually it's not very lightweight, I will tell you. And if you are looking for a very lightweight feathery kind of formula, this foundation is not for you. But if you are looking for something which is you are okay with the makeup feeling that some foundation gives, and very heavy duty foundation kind of thing, this foundation is one of those foundation. I hope I'm making sense. If you are from the things about your makeup game, you will understand what I'm talking about. So this foundation is one of my favorite, I have to say. Almost I'll show you, almost every time I am applying makeup, I can go for this one and it does not let me down. This is how the shade looks, F10 on my hand. And yes, about oxidization as well, it oxidizes a little bit, and yes, not too much, not too crazy. And but I think I have noticed almost all the foundation that I own, they all oxidize even a little bit, so it's absolutely fine. So make sure you are keeping that in mind while you are going for your shade. And they have a wide variety range of shades, so you can head over there and check it. And yes, so yeah, let's come to our very next foundation. So very next foundation is from Wet n Wild, guys. It is a little bit on the affordable side, because this previous foundation, I think I'll make sure I'll mention the prices down below, because it was there in the wrapper, the plastic wrapper that it came in, but it's not mentioned in the bottle. So I'll make sure the prices. It retails outside India, actually UK, and also in Indian money, what it transform into, and actually what it actually being sold on India, in India, this particular foundation, and how much for, I will mention everything down below in the description box. And now coming to this Wet n Wild photo focus foundation, this beauty is very affordable, plus it is good quality. I will tell you, if you compare the price, it's almost 1/3 of the price that this foundation comes in. But if you talk about the coverage, this actually gives a pretty good medium coverage. It is not full, not high coverage, but it gives a very nice looking medium coverage. Like, it's also a little bit on the matte side, but I have seen they have come with another photo focus dewy finish foundation in the from their range, but I don't know, I'm not sure if that has launched in India or not. I will make sure as soon as that is launched, I will grab it and I'll review it for you guys to show you. And in this particular foundation, I am in the shade Golden Beige, as you can see. And this is also cruelty-free foundation, and but let's not go over there. Let me first see. Yes, they have mentioned the pricing. In India, it retails for 599 rupees, but you can always grab them this particular foundation in sale, because Wet n Wild has amazing sales online. You can check that, and you can buy it whenever it's on sale for way cheaper. Even 50% discount also, you can sometimes check out in this particular foundation. And now I'll show you the applicator. It also comes in a glass jar kind of thing, and the applicator comes with a spatula. You can see this foundation is actually well loved. I have been using this foundation for so long now. And yes, let me show you. See, I have just swatched it, the Wet n Wild one over here, and it was the previous Makeup Revolution one. You can see, if you see over here, you will see it has already started to change its color, and it has already started to oxidize a little bit, because when I first swatched it, it was not this color. So you have to keep all these things in mind whenever you are buying for a foundation and if you're buying it online. But let's not go over there, it will be a very long video. If I go into that detail, I'll make a separate video about foundation shades and actually how you can choose your foundation if you're buying it online, or everything about that. So stay tuned for that, guys. And yeah, and let me come to our very third foundation. It is one of my all-time favorite, I must say. I have mentioned in the beginning of the video that I will not rate any of those like 1 to 5. I love all of them with my all my heart. But this one actually, I must say, it is one of those foundations that I don't have much time in my hand whenever I think that, but I have to wear makeup and I have to go out in a hurry. I know that if I grab this foundation, it's not going to, let me down. And it is actually a liquid foundation. The previous foundation were a little bit on the heavier side, a cream based kind of foundation, but this is actually on a little bit on the liquidy side, so it's actually very easy to blend out on your face as well. So yeah, blendability also it does matter, but I'll tell you, none of these foundation actually I find them hard to blend out, otherwise they would not even make to my top 5 list. So this is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation, and yes, it is with new oxygen technology. It was not there previously. They have revamped this particular product, and this is, oh my god, this foundation is love. It is so good, so good. And yes, it is for double the price for what the Wet n Wild one does retail for in India, because I think, if I'm not wrong, it retails for 1200 rupees. So I'm absolutely correct about that. Let me show you the shade I am in. Is it mentioned? But yeah, they have mentioned over here. I hope you can see it. It's 150 radiant beige. So let me swatch it for you so that I'll show you. And it comes with a glass jar as well as a plastic pump like this. So it's very, very convenient to use. You can, and the pump dispenser works pretty well, that you can even control how much product you want to dispense. Like you can put light pressure and even have 1/4 of a pump in your hand, just like how I did over here. Let me swatch it correctly for you. So this is the foundation. This is the L'Oreal, and oh my god, I love its fragrance. I know I shouldn't have, the product should not have added fragrance to them, because those are sometimes not, good for your skin. But the fragrance this foundation has, oh my god, it is, I think, the most, the best foundation in terms of fragrance that I have. Because foundations doesn't matter how good the foundation is, tends to have a fragrance of something, heavy or paint, like, I don't know, like, I cannot describe the fragrance over here. But as this says fresh wear, the fragrance itself makes you feel fresh. That's all I can say. And I love this foundation. And blendability base, this is the, I think, not easiest, but the second easiest. I'll show you the easiest in the last one. I have saved that one for the last of this particular list. So yeah, this is a very good foundation. And talking about the coverage, it is also medium to high coverage, on the higher side actually. If you build it up, you can actually build this product up pretty easily, because it is very a little bit on the liquid side if you compare it with the previous two foundation. And it's actually feels very, very lightweight on your skin. And the Wet n Wild world does that, is actually also does that as well. It does not feel heavy at all. And this looks like skin, but makes your skin look flawless, like you are born with this flawless skin. Like, it's too good. I cannot, if I talk about this foundation and my love for it, this video will be like long like anything. So we don't want that. Let me quickly jump to the fourth foundation that we have. So the very fourth foundation that we have is from the house of Maybelline. We all know this foundation, guys, and this foundation has been raved about in India and all across the globe, I think, by the beauty bloggers. And I can see why. It is Maybelline Superstay full 24 full coverage foundation. It is actually a pretty good foundation if you're looking for something full coverage. Like it is, I'll tell you, the coverage is similar to that of the Makeup Revolution one, because if I talk about the coverage, I'll rate everything at last of the video. Do not let me not talk about that now. Let me show you how this product actually looks like. It comes with a glass jar and a white pump. It's a plastic pump. Let me dispense the product for you. And the pump is a little tight. It's not that, but yeah, you can dispense the product easily on your hand. This is the color. That is the shade I am in. The shade is 128 warm nude, if I'm not wrong. Yes, I am correct. So that is the shade that I am in. And yeah, you can see this one also I have a tendency to oxidize a little bit, but not anything crazy. If you compare my hand like this, you can see this is the first foundation I have swatched, the Makeup Revolution one. Among all, it is the one which has oxidized most. So if that's something you don't want in your foundation, you can skip that foundation. But the coverage and the finish, everything, it's to die for in that Makeup Revolution one. Keep that in mind. Now let's come to this foundation's coverage. As I told you, it's high. It's towards high, and yeah, it is actually very gives very good coverage. And but make sure, guys, even if you don't have too oily skin, if you have normal combination or dry skin, then make sure you are moisturizing your face very well before you apply this. Otherwise this foundation will go patchy on your face and it will not blend out, and it actually sets itself so quickly that you should work in parts on your face. Don't apply it all across, otherwise you will not be able to blend it out, trust me. And if I talk about the tool, I actually, let me talk about, okay, from the very beginning of the all the foundation that I showed you, apart from the L'Oreal one, all these three foundations from Makeup Revolution, Wet n Wild and the Maybelline Superstay one, I actually love the finish it gives using with a beauty sponge. And yes, the L'Oreal one gives similar finish with a beauty sponge as well as a brush, because it's a little bit on the liquidy side, so I don't feel whenever I'm applying it with a brush, it does not give that sticky finish. But I love applying these other three foundation with a sponge better than a brush, so it actually blends easier with the brush. Now let's come to our very last foundation, the oldie but goodie. Everyone loves this. So I actually use the bigger variant as well, but I wanted to show you the smaller variant because it's absolutely possible for you guys to have beyond budget. Oh, I have forgot to mention the pricing of the previous one. So it's retails for 750 rupees. I know it is not the most cheap foundation you will get in the market, but actually it is worth the price. And Maybelline, in Maybelline you will get amazing discounts and sales going on online. If you keep an eye on that, you will get this foundation, I think, for around 500 as well. Yes, I have bought myself for around 500. It actually goes, the price goes down that much. And now let's come to our very last and everyone's favorite foundation. How could I not include Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in my top foundation list? How could I? It would be a crime to do that, right? So yes, this is a foundation which I think has been raved about mostly in the beauty community, and it actually deserves that place that it has been given. I'll tell you the exact shade that I am in. It's again the same shade. It is 128. But this particular shade is actually 230, because I have foundation from the same range itself in two different shades, because my face color, the skin color keeps on it keeps on changing itself with the weather, because this is summer, and whenever I apply foundation, you can see before I actually I'm done with applying the whole of my makeup, sometimes only the foundation looks sometimes a little bit washed out, because most of the time if the foundation has bought from my winter days in the during the summers, before I am done with whole of my whole of my actually makeup, just the foundation sometimes looks washed out. Just that, it's not that I am using a light color foundation, but normally most of us, I think, in the winter time we tend to become a little bit on the less tanned side, and on summer our skin tone becomes a little bit on the darker side. So that's the reason I have the foundations I love. In particular, from those range, I have more than one shade. So this foundation I have in 128. I even have Maybelline Fit Me in 128. That is the glass bottle. And this particular small, travel friendly tube one that I have bought, it is in the shade 230 Natural Buff. This one also suits me, but it is at this moment for the summers, I think it is better than the 128 variant. Yeah, this is the Maybelline Fit Me one. And yeah, the coverage is actually medium coverage, but you can build this foundation up very easily. So if we talk about the buildability of the foundation, I'll tell you, the among these five, most easily you will be able to build the foundation up with even more than 2 layers. It's these two foundations you will be easily able to build this up, the L'Oreal one and the Maybelline Fit Me one, because these are, and also blendability based, these perform the most, I mean the best way among all these five. The blend, it's very easy to blend these two foundation if you compare it with the other three, because those three are more on the matte side. So actually you have to work in parts. It's not that you will find it hard to blend, but if you are a beginner, sometimes that can seem intimidating for you. So if you are just starting up with makeup and you are not sure which foundation you want to go for, and you're not even sure for your skin which foundation will suit you, doesn't matter if you have combination dry or oily skin or sensitive skin, I think if you ask me, my suggestion would be go for Fit Me, because Fit Me actually suits oily skin girls, as well as dry skin people and normal people. I think normal skin people, they can wear anything and look flawless. Yeah, that's the thing. This is a very good foundation. You should go for this one if you are on a budget. And this particular small tube, I think it retails for 299 rupees if I'm not wrong. It has been rubbed off. I will mention all the pricing and everything down below in the description box, guys. So I have shown you all the foundation on the on every budget, I think, and I have been able to help you guys, I think. And if I have been, do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up, guys, and also do subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. And there will be a bell icon right next to the subscribe button. Click over there and select all to make sure you get all the notifications every time I upload a video like this. And also you can follow me in my other social medias. I have already put the links down below in the bottom bar. You can check those out. And what I'll do is a few of my other makeup videos and related videos I'll link in the bottom bar down below, as well as in the eye icon over here. If you click on the eye, you will get the list coming down, and you can check those videos out. If any of those sounds and seems interesting to you, you can watch those videos next. And while make sure few of my other videos as well, they will appear in the screen right over here as soon as this video ends. So you can check those thumbnails out as well, and you can directly click on them if you want to watch any of those. And that's a wrap, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, you all stay safe. Bye bye.